can see me or not. Okay. Wow, there's that echo on. Wait, give me a sec. I think I forgot to. Okay, so I'm trying out a different setting today. So I have some issues. Give me a sec. Okay. So because okay, hello everybody. So if there's anybody watching, right? Sorry, apologies, because I'm trying to do my first TikTok live today. So there is some items that I need to set up as well. Yeah. So this is the thing. But anyway, if anybody of you, if any one of you is here, right, you all would know that today, sorry, last night, as of last night, there is the new cooling measures. Okay, there's the new cooling measures. So congratulations, congratulations. Every single one of us is affected this time around. Okay, every single one of us is affected. For those who haven't bought, right, you'll be affected. You'll be affected by the new cooling measures. For those who have bought, right, you know, you're lucky, you're lucky that you bought. But for those who have sold, then there's going to be some issue. Wait, let me turn on my mic. Sorry about that. Let me turn on my mic. Sorry, because I just came back from something. That's why today a bit rush. Wasn't planning on that, but because of the last minute changes in the cooling, the implementation of the cooling measure, right, a lot of things happen. Okay, first, and the worst part is today the first time I'm trying out my TikTok live. First live. Okay. 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 Let's go live. Okay. I don't know whether this will work. I hope it does. Okay. Yes. Okay. Hello, everybody. Hi, I'm Joel, Daily Property Chef. Okay. So for those of you who can see me, right? This is my first TikTok live on TikTok, and then there is I'm doing a Facebook live, YouTube live as well. Okay, to share with all of you what the latest cooling measure, how the latest cooling measure actually affect us. Sorry, 有点满头大汗 because I just came back from an appointment. Okay, I was talking urgent. It was very urgent because one of my client, actually it's not my client, my friend's client, my teammate's client, I sold their house recently. They were planning for a downgrade. Okay, they were planning for a downgrade from a private condo, okay, from a private condo to a HDB flat because elderly already, ma. Then last night the cooling measures struck at 2359. Okay, now is a trend. 2359 is not for ghost stories. 2359 is actually now the time for cooling measures. So for those of you who are familiar, right, you should know. Okay, but anyway, today I'm going to share with you. Okay, for those on TikTok, you may not be able to see this, but I'll read out to you. I'll actually read out to you what are the cooling measures that came about yesterday night. Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, if you are not watching from Singapore, right, this is actually happening in Singapore. Okay, so because okay lah, blah blah blah, rising resale prices, blah blah blah. Okay, so what happened is government, okay, implemented some cooling measures as of last night. Okay, why am I doing this today? It's because okay, first and foremost, everybody knows that I'm a property agent. Then luck has it last year, the last cooling measure was in 15th December last year. It was somewhere around my wife's birthday. Okay, that time around, I was sharing with everybody that the last round of cooling measure doesn't really affect anybody. Doesn't really affect anybody. Then this time round is a bit different. This time round. Okay. Sorry, give me a second. Let me switch the camera for this. Can you hear me? Okay. I found the problem. So sorry about this. Okay. I found the problem. So sorry about this. Yeah, can hear me now, right? Okay, yes, finally. Wow, every single time I do a live, there will be. That's why I'm also very, very terrified to do a live by myself. That's why I'm very, very terrified to do a live by myself. Okay, Kasyong, thank you so much. Wow. Okay, thanks a lot. Sorry about that. Okay. Let me just. Okay, I'm going to do this. Okay. You can hear me, right? Okay. Yeah. So this is the. So sorry about this. Okay. Anyway, so let's come back. Let's come back to the cooling measures thingy. So please take note. If you were to sell your private property, right, you have to wait out for 15 months before you can purchase a HDB flat. Special permission is granted to elderlies who are 55 and above, and if they are downgrading to 4-room flat and below. Okay, very simple. 55 years and above, four-room flat and below. They call it right sizing lah. I call it downsize lah. Yeah, downgrade call downgrade lah. Don't talk so much. Okay, very simple. So this is the thing. Anybody who is thinking of downgrading now, right? Take out cash or you call it cashing out lah. Or you want to take out cash, right? Put in your pocket, right? Sorry, now you cannot lah. If you just sold your BTOs, just sold your private property, you cannot. Okay. So this is not the scary part. Now I'll talk to you about the real scary thing. The real scary thing. This is okay, HDB housing loan dropped from 85% to 80%. So this part I can tell you up till now still a lot of people don't understand this. Still a lot of people don't understand why. How come by right I thought for this one. Wait, give me a sec. Okay. Alamak. I cannot switch one. I need to switch. Okay. Because I'm using the other mic. That's why I have this problem. Okay, sorry. Bear with me. Bear with me for this. Okay, so basically, let me just explain to you all what it means by this. Let me just clear the board. So basically, right. Previously, why bank? Why banks? My daughter used my marker to draw until all my marker no ink now. Wow, faint. This goes to show before you do anything, right, you gotta check your equipment. Oh, finally, thank goodness. Okay, so for those of you who are wondering, right, why bank has a 75% loan to value okay, maximum loan for bank is 75% loan to value yet for HDB, okay, HDB they allow you previously was 90, last year dropped to 85, and currently dropped to 80. So does it mean that for the same house, right? Okay, I give you a very simple example. So now, example, if today you were to purchase a house at 100,000, of course there's no 100,000 house. Okay, does it mean that bank will only loan you up to 75,000, and HDB will loan you up to
at this current moment, this new figure is 80,000, 80%. So 80,000. So does it mean this way? The answer is yes and no. Yes and no. So it all depends on this thing called mortgage, MSR, mortgage servicing ratio. Okay, mortgage servicing ratio. That is how we calculate the loans for HDB. So if today your mortgage servicing ratio for HDB, right, mortgage servicing ratio for HDB is at okay, mortgage servicing ratio is actually 30% of your income. So how do we calculate? Very simple. So today, if example you have let's say $5,000 monthly income, so 30% will be 1,500, right? So 1,500. So HDB will allow you to take a loan, and then every month you can pay up the installment of up to 1,500. So it basically very simple to calculate. 1,500 times per year times 12, then times the number of years you can borrow. Of course, for HDB flat, the maximum is 25 years. 25 years. So after 25 years, what will happen? What will happen after 25 years? Wow, even my red marker all seems to be dry. Oh, my daughter really loves drawing with my markers. Okay, never mind. Let me just change the ink. Okay, so basically, the loan is calculated based on how much you earn. But there is one issue. Okay, so let's say if based on the loan you can borrow, right? You can only borrow maximum 75,000. Okay, 75,000. Okay, either HDB or bank, right? You can only borrow maximum 75,000. The loan amount is maximum 75,000. Even if HDB loan allows you to take up to 80%, right? It's only 75,000. That means the rest you must top up in cash or CPF. Okay, regardless. So basically, today, right? What happened is now HDB loan. If you were to take a HDB loan, right, you must come up with more cash and CPF. Okay, instead of previously 10%, now it's increased. Then increased to 15%. Now, as of today, right, you have to pay 20%. Okay, which is 20% cash plus CPF. If you are taking a HDB loan to purchase a HDB flat. Okay, so for those who just started looking for HDB flat or just want to who just came out to work planning to save up to buy HDB flat, please think of this. Now the loan amount is smaller. Now the loan quantum is smaller. Okay, so you have to have more cash, more CPF. You ask me if it's a good thing or not. Of course, it's a bad thing for the young people. But you all must also understand this thing. I mean, I put it this way. Government cannot tailor rulings just to whack the rich people, because it's not fair. So-called it's not fair. Because maybe rich people, I'm just saying maybe some of these rich people work harder to get more money. So we cannot say for the rich people we have one set of rules. For the poor people we have one set of rules. Unfortunately, we cannot do that. We can tax the rich people more by how? Same percentage, but it's a bigger quantum for their salary. Yeah, but we cannot say, oh no, sorry, so we blah 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 blah. So to be very fair, the rulings impact every single one. Okay, the rulings will impact every single one. Okay, simple as that. Okay, so next, HDB will introduce an interest rate floor of 3%. I think this is the one that confused almost everybody. This is the one that confused almost everybody. Nobody understands. What is 3%? So now the loan is still the 2.6%. The HDB loan is still the 2.6% or 3%. Okay, so I'm going to share this very simple thing with you. Okay, when we borrow a loan, right? Okay, be it bank or HDB, when we borrow a loan, okay, I quote you an example. Today, say you earn your combined income, household income is 10,000. Okay, 10,000. Where's my duster? Oh, suddenly my duster one missing. Oh, here, it's here. Too dry. Sorry, too wet. Must wet a bit. Because this board too long never use. That's why I have to use a wet cloth. Okay, come back. So today your household income is 10,000. If you are calculating based on private property, right, it's 55% TDS. Total debt servicing ratio. Okay, you don't need to think so much. Okay, so basically it means to say every month all your installments, right, all your installments, your personal loan, your car loan, your credit card loan, your housing loan, right, can go up to 55% of 10,000. So that means to say every month your household is allowed to use $5,500 to pay for all forms of installment. Okay, all forms of installment. Car loan, renovation loan, study loan, blah blah blah, everything. Okay, maximum is capped at 55,000. Okay, but if today you're buying a HDB flat, right? Sorry, subsidized housing, government subsidized housing, government subsidized housing, we use this thing called MSR, mortgage servicing ratio. So it is regulated at 30%. So what is government subsidized housing? Subsidized, okay. HDB, okay, resale or brand new, ECs, direct from developer. All these are subsidized housing, so we can only go up to 30%. So for those of you who have been listening, right, you should know 30% means what? Maximum 3,000, correct? 3,000. So got some very intelligent agent will tell you, you see, easier for you to buy a private property, because HDB can only borrow up to monthly 3,000, correct? Then for bank, for private, right, you can borrow max up to 5,500. My friend, please, any agent tell you stretch to maximum, they want you to die. Seriously, because you imagine if every month your maximum total debt servicing ratio is used solely on your housing, right? How about your car? How about children's education? You see, there is so many things that you may need to take out a loan for, or touch wood. Sorry to scare you, but let's say if like hospital bills need to pay by installment, how? So it is just very unwise to use out your total debt servicing ratio solely on housing, to me is suicide. I will never ever do that. So for those of you who are doing this, right, I believe who have been doing this, I believe you all feel the pain now, right? You all overstretched. Then suddenly these few years, the total debt servicing ratio keep dropping from 60% drop to 55%. And you think that is worse, that is bad. I'm going to show you why after yesterday it's going to be worse. Okay, so just now we were saying about the 3%, right? Let me show you how it works. So by right, okay, we give it a very simple calculation. So let's say 3,000, right? 3,000. So for 1 year, it's 36,000, right? Okay, 36,000. 1 year, 36,000. 1 year, 36,000, right? So for 20 years, is 720,000, right? Correct. 720,000, correct. 1 year is 36,000, correct. So 3 years will be 3 years. Sorry, 1 year is 36,000. So 20 years will be 720,000. So does that mean you can buy? Okay, let's say this is 80%, right? So does that mean you can buy a 900,000 HDB flat based on 900,000? Correct, what? Based on 80%, you can borrow up to maximum 730,000, right? So maximum 730,000, maximum. So If this is 80%, 对吗? I can buy up to 900,000. Sorry, you're wrong. Because this 720,000, government is not stupid. I can tell you, our Singapore government is one of the most prudent government in the world. This 720,000, right? They will factor in the interest rate. The interest rate. So previously, everybody would know HDB is plus 0.1% of our OA. So OA interest, ordinary CPF ordinary account interest has always been at 2.5% all these years, right? So we know that HDB OA is at 2.6. Okay, HDB OA is at 2.6. 2.6. Then comes an issue. Okay, then comes an issue. If this is 2.6, so 720,000 it's not the full amount that government loan you, know. It's like HDB loan you, know. It's the amount that you have to pay 720,000 factoring in 2.6% interest compounding that means add on and on for 20 years, you know. So basically the amount that you get is actually much lower. Maybe let me do a quick calculation because the issue for me is I'm not good at calculation of compounding interest. I honestly don't know how to calculate. We really, even for property agents, for bankers, right? We need to make use of professional calculators to do this. Okay, so let me just do a fast one and show you, right? Based on 10,000 by right so based on 10,000 wait calculator loading very slow. Okay, so let's say today we were to buy a HDB flat. Okay. Hurry up. Okay. Okay, so let's say I borrow for 20 years, right? My income is 10,000. Proceed. Let me show you. So based on HSR, based on MSR, I'm going to show you the figure. I think you'll be shocked, you know. Your maximum loan on the board, right, is 720,000, right? Can you all see? Okay, so the 750,000, 20,000, right? In the end, only $495,066 will go into the house. Okay, will go into the house. Yes, congratulations, you paid for 720,000 for so many years, right? For so many years, but in the end, only 495,000. Okay, that's 496,000. 496,000 goes to the house, you know. So the rest goes to the interest. 2.6% cheap or not? Obviously, it's expensive. It's very, very expensive, you know. But the issue is this. Do you all know that overseas, in other countries, right, the interest rate is actually up to 4 or 5%. People are paying, you know. So maybe that gives you a reason and understanding why overseas people, they are renting, they are not buying because they may not be able to afford the installment, you know. In fact, I checked for places even like China, right? Their monthly installment is like 5 figures. 5 figures monthly installment, you know, for places like China. It's not those grade A cities, you know. It could be like Guangzhou, not even in Shenzhen. People are paying 5 figures monthly installment. Then you'll be saying, the number is different, ladies and gentlemen. So you're trying to tell me if today household income 10,000, down there people can be earning 50,000 renminbi, no, they are not. So please understand this thing. Please understand this thing. In a lot of countries, right? Actually, their bank interest rate is much higher than Singapore. Okay, I'm not saying that Singapore is very good. I don't dare to say that. I know every time we say this kind of thing, sure got people blast us. Say wow, we are yeah, you all know lah. I don't want to elaborate too much. So this is the thing. That's why I say you all must understand. This figure, right? This figure is not the loan amount that is not the money that you put into your house, More about 30 to 40% of it goes to the installment. Interest. So please understand this issue. Then the worst part is right now the calculation, they based on instead of 2.6, right? Now plus 0.4. Sorry. This one. Now plus 0.4. So now MSR is at 3%. Which means to say, right? So if their loan amount, right, that they will give you, they are allowing you to purchase, right, is lower. I repeat again, right? So if the total amount that you can actually pay, you will pay, it's not you actually pay. Is the total amount is you paid for is 720,000, right? The loan that you're actually getting is only 496,000. Okay, the rest is interest. So remember, 720,000, you only get back 496,000. Okay, we want a percentage. I give you a clear percentage one. Okay, I give you all a clear percentage. So 495,000, $66 divided by 720,000. It's 68%. So 68% of the amount. Hey, hello. Yes, what? Oh, okay. Yeah, my daughter. She wants to see me do my first TikTok live. Very funny. Hello. So that's my that's for my Facebook. The TikTok is over here.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Okay. So y'all see. Okay. So about 86% of the amount that you paid for, right? 68%. What the hell I'm saying? 68% of the amount that you paid for goes to the house. The rest is interest. So now it's going to be worse. Okay, now with MSR at 3%, right? This loan figure will drop, will drop even lower. And guess what? TDSR is also the same. Previously, our TDSR calculation is at 3.5%. Okay? That means to say, banks, before they borrow money to you, they loan you the amount, right? Okay, come, let's look again. So if, let's say, same thing, exactly the same thing. Okay, exactly the same thing. 20 years loan, at fixed, my income 10,000, right? Income 10,000. Let me show you what's the maximum loan I can take. So based on 55% TDSR, right? Based on 55% TDSR, my maximum loan is $907,620. Okay, better. Almost about maybe 90% more. About 90% more. Okay, but remember, TDSR means pay for everything. TDSR, pay for everything. This 907,000. But let me calculate for you. If based on 5,005, based on 5,005 every month times 12, then times 20 years. By right, the figure I would have paid is 1.32. I show you. So 20 years down the road, you will have paid 1.32 million. You will have paid 1.32 million. 1.32 million. Only 907,000 is used for your housing. Wait, if you are using everything for housing. Yeah, roughly around 68%. Okay, the interest based on the interest still around 68%. Okay, so this is based on yesterday's calculation So today 3.5 now is increased to 4% already So which means to tell us after today, okay, after this weekend when my company's calculator they reset right, the loan amount is going to drop for everybody. Okay, so for those of you who didn't buy yesterday, sorry either it's not even that you bought yesterday for those of you who did not sign on your loan package yesterday I feel very sad for you but today you cannot get the same loan as yesterday already. Today you cannot get the same loan as yesterday already. Okay, so wait let me share this again. Okay, so based on yesterday's cooling measures, right, what are likely to be the impact? Okay, for those of you who have questions, you all feel free to ask. I may not claim to know everything. I don't dare to claim that I know everything. But I'll do my very, very best to explain to you. Or if I don't know, I will definitely find out the answer for you black and white. This is my principle. I don't smoke people. So anything that I am unsure of, you can ask me any questions. Okay, anything that I'm unsure of, I will find the answer for you. I promise you, I'll definitely find the answer for you, black and white. Okay, black and white. Okay, so come. After yesterday, right, what is likely to happen? Okay, so first we talk about HDB flat. Win, right? Win, I think she posts one thing. She say that there is a high possibility that the $1 million HDB flats, the transactions will slow down Of course, obvious because why? Let's think about it this way How many people really have $1 million to go and buy HDB flat? Only two scenario. It's either you are very rich or your parents are very rich. I don't know if you all agree with me or not but I think that's what I commonly see. Okay, it's either you are very rich or your parents are very rich. Okay, so when this happens, right? When this happens, they are able to purchase the HDB flat. So today, if your parents are rich, congratulations you first time buyer. You can do anything you want. You can fully pay for the HDB flat. Nobody can control you. But provided you have not sold a private condo within the last 15 months. Means for youngsters, good for them if their parents are rich, can help them to buy a $1 million HDB flat But then my question will be if you are young, you have not hit the income ceiling, why you don't go and ballot for BTO? Then a lot of people will tell me, BTO very hard to ballot one I don't know honestly speaking, I don't know You this one cannot, that one cannot. Then after that, you can spend another additional 500,000 to go and purchase a resale flat. Then it's about a need or a want. So do you need the house or don't need the house? Then we must all come back to one $1 million question. There is HDB housing is supposed to be a subsidized housing or something for our wants. This one we have to answer ourselves. I don't dare to comment too much on that because if I comment, I know I should get backlash on. But I don't want to say too much about that. But HDB by right is a subsidized housing. I mean, that's what everybody is saying online. Everybody is scolding the HDB, saying the HDB housing prices so expensive. But the ridiculous thing is, today, if the resale flats in this area is causing 1 million, how much you want government to price the new BTO? If the suppliers of the building materials know that this area now HDB flat can sell 1 million, you think how much they want to charge the building material? I don't know. I mean, of course, this is all logic. Nobody likes to listen to logic. But if today's Friday night, okay, TGIF, if you are not drunk, right? If you're not drunk, if you're not outside partying, if you are just having some quiet time at home with your family members, right? Then maybe put up your pillow, think about it. Okay, put up a pillow and think about it. Everything happens for a reason. Today, HDB BTO's price expensive. But how about the resale flats? Because this is the issue. Nobody wants to sell cash out of their on their assets at low pricing. It doesn't make sense. If I can sell the highest, why would I sell the lowest? This is one issue. That's why I share this with everybody. When it comes to housing, right, you plan properly first. Plan properly before you go into it. Because especially when we know, okay, I'm a bit different from a lot of property agents. I will tell you this thing. Property is actually not the best form of investment. Okay? Some people may tell you, it's a very, very safe investment, blah, blah, blah. No, I will describe property, our homes, as a piggy bank. Piggy bank. So today, we all know that lodging, right? Lodging is expenses. Okay? We need to pay money to stay inside the house. No such thing as free one. I mean, even if you're staying in your parents' house or grandparents' house or great-grandparents' house, right? They paid for it, right? There was a costing involved. No, yes, sure, no doubt you never pay anything. Then good for you, lah. But most of us, we need to pay for our lodging. Most of us need to pay for our lodging. So lodging is an expenses. In most of the countries around us, right, we don't even go too far to Australia, US. We do talk about most of the countries near us, right? You will notice only in Asia, we Asians treat houses like gold. Okay, why? Because we understand one thing. We pay for the house, right? In the end, the house belongs to us. Okay, some of you may say, no, most of the house Singapore 99-year leasehold, but come on, how many people live until 99? And my second question will be, are you sure you stay in the house for 99 years? Are you sure you stay in the house for 99 years, even if you are able to live for 99 years? Well, that means you from baby, you already own the house, You bought the house yourself, No, if somebody bought for you, it's not your house, correct? They left behind the house for you. So my question is this: if we can all accept that housing is a form of expenditure, right? It's a form of expenses, then instead of these expenses, we pay for people's house. That means when we are renting, we pay for people's house, right? We buy our own house, we pay rental to ourselves. So over the years, we accumulate the money. This is our saving one. This is our saving. So think of property as a forced saving. Don't think of it as investment. I tell you, those people who think of property as investment, I really salute you all, Like people tell me, wow, you see last time my mother really, she bought a 4-room HDB flat in Choa Chu Kang. Okay? Less than 100,000. Wow, now her neighbor just sold recently for almost 500,000, $500,000. Fantastic, right? Yes, fantastic. But ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you one thing. Today, if my mother were to sell that HDB flat for $500,000, right? Where she go? Old folks home. Yeah, of course, she's welcome to stay with me. If she has a place to stay, she can stay. If she's staying with me, right? Then she got $500,000 in her pocket, But if she cannot come and stay with me, or if she has no place else to go after selling her house, then this $500,000 is not hers, It's just down payment for the next house. You all must really understand this thing, So a lot of people blame our forefathers, especially Mr. Lee, not the living one, the one that left us, that his ideas were wrong. Buying HDB, downgrade, nobody owns a HDB, this and that, blah, blah, blah. No, Singapore, we are all in a rat race. So if you can slowly upgrade to the biggest one, then in our old age, sell off, buy the smallest one back. This is very sad. This is a very, very sad thing. But the issue is this, government just want to make sure that everybody has a roof over our head. To them, is not their job to feed us, until we are old. It's To them, their mindset is just, okay, I want everybody to have a roof over your head. Well, I don't know what you all think. This is what I think. And to me, I think that it's fair enough. It is fair enough. Okay? Because we cannot expect our parents to be taking care of us our whole life, right? How can we expect our government to be doing that? That's ridiculous. Then for us, when our parents are old, we take care of our parents, But then sorry, will we take care of our government? No, of course we won't take care of them, right? If they're lousy, yeah, that's the every 5 years thing, correct? But so this is unfortunately a lot of people don't like this. I myself, I may not like this as well. I don't dare to say I like or don't like. Now I'm online. So but this is the truth. This is the truth. Okay? They will never take full care of us. They just want us to survive. We have to ensure that we survive. So if today your family has a strong income, you can purchase 2 property, congratulations. Because let me share with you what is the good thing that will come out of this. Okay, what is the good thing that will come out of yesterday's cooling measure? Unfortunately, based on what happened yesterday, I foresee, I'm not doing a prediction. This is just how I feel the market sentiments will be. Rental will keep on going up. Rental will just keep on going up. Okay, so about 6 months ago when we first started to reopen, right, everybody, especially our Malaysian friends, they keep saying that, Ayah, never mind, border open already, we all go back. Sorry, this is what I saw on Facebook. Okay, this is what I saw on Facebook. This is not what I said. This is what I saw on Facebook. Then all the tenants were grumbling, they were complaining, never mind, we go back to Malaysia. Then we start to travel in and out. Then in the end, right, the rental will drop. So 6 months later, today, did the rental drop? No, it did not. It got worse. It got worse and worse. In fact, if you are following my Facebook, right, you all know all the sad stories I've been encountering. I really feel very, very sad for our friends who are tenants, but there's nothing we can do about it. There is nothing we can do about it because first and foremost, yes, you are correct. For those Malaysians who were staying inside Singapore, right, they may be able to go back, But for those Malaysians who were staying in Malaysia, right, now they are all flocking into Singapore to work. Why? Because 3.25. Nothing to do with all the figures here. It's 3.25 exchange rate. So you think about it. They cannot find job there. Of course, everybody is coming to Singapore to work. Then when they come to Singapore to work, they never mind. They just need a place to sleep, So $500 for 1 bed, they don't care. So that's why the rental rate is very hard to go down. And the worst part is not only Malaysians are coming to Singapore, everybody in the whole world is coming back to Singapore. I very seldom do rentals, but all the rental units that I've been renting out has been record breaking. So it's really up to owner whether they are kind enough to give you a more affordable rent, But let me ask you one thing: if today the landlord wants to lease out a place, do you think he's doing it for money or doing it for charity? That's one you all have to answer. A lot of people hate the landlords now, but I'm sorry to say this, with the property prices through the roof, which landlord would give you cheap rental? I don't know. I really don't know. So this is the thing. Okay. Then another thing that everybody should think of. So number one, how I foresee that rental prices will keep on going up, because especially for those poor people, not money pocket poor, is those people who in Korean they sold their house, they sold their private property, thinking that never mind, I can go buy a BTO, a HDB flat. Now they cannot. So they must rent for at least another 1.5 years, at least another 1.5 years. Then imagine this group of Singaporeans or PRs coming to fight with you for rental some more, But okay, not so bad. They're going for whole unit rental. So the room rental, I don't know. Okay, but today if you're a landlord, right, you rent whole unit or you want a room rental. I don't know. Okay, that is why you see one business that is coming up. For those of you who are keen to invest in property, right, you all can look out for all these co-living companies because why they go and speed up the unit, right, to rent out to individuals. But this is also another thing. Will government step in to control this? If they step in to control this, right, I tell you, rental in Singapore go through the roof. Maybe a normal unit, right, will cost you the same amount as a service apartment. Well, we will never know. We will never know. Okay, so this is the first thing that I think will happen because of the cooling measures. And the second thing, if today an owner cannot wait, okay, I sold off maybe 3-4 million private property. Okay, I was thinking of buying a 1 million HDB mansionette. So now I cannot buy HDB mansionette. What will I do? I may be looking at the bigger size private condos. And where can we find the bigger size private condos? Of course, in the outskirts, not in town. 3-4 million cannot buy anything in town now. That's crazy. So what would they buy? They may be looking at resale ECs. They are in their 20 or 30 years. 20 or 30 years. They are bigger in size. 3-bedder, about 1,002 square feet. Okay, 3-bedders, about 1,002 square feet. Well, I know if I have 3-4 million, I'll be looking at this one. Because I wouldn't want to go into a smaller house anymore, right? And I would, if I don't want to go and buy a 4-room flat, a 3-room flat, or I'm not age 55, what will I have to do? I have to buy a bigger house to stay, so most likely I'll be looking at resale ECs. Old ones, they are still well within, there are some of them still well within 1 million, or just slightly over 1 million, okay? Oh, last but not least, right, then congratulations to owners who are collecting keys, starting from end of this year. Because by end of this year, the number of units that are going to TOP is going to be in 5 figures. 5 figures. 算万. So all the bigger units like the 3-bedders, the 4-bedders, because as compared to the current new launch prices, they are cheaper, number one. Number two, they are going to collect key very soon. Okay, they are going to collect key very soon. So maybe the owners who sold off their current house, right, they can so-called or talk to the owner, right, to rent their current place to them until they manage to get the keys. So maybe another 1 year rental. Some people don't mind. Nowadays, very weird one. They can buy a house, right, and wait for 1 year. I do understand why. But nowadays, there are such people. So it can't be a need or want. So they can do that. Then subsequently wait for another few months before collecting key. This will be the sub-sale units. Okay, the private condo sub-sale units that are starting to collect keys from end of this year on. So in fact, you notice that the sub-sale market has been very active this year. You know, last time nobody want to buy sub-sale one. You know why or not? Because today, the person at launch day, they bought at this price. Then today sub-sale, right, collect key already, I must pay what? 20 to 30% higher. Where got make sense? Cannot. Wow, heart pain. If I want, I would have bought at launch day. But now the issue is this. They waited for this period and then disgustingly, I use the word disgustingly, new launch prices have shot through the roof, which I do understand why people are still buying. But anyway, people buy, we cannot control, correct? I'm not saying new launch cannot buy, but you must really buy it with a purpose. So for those people who bought new launch but never take a loan yet, then good luck to you. Good luck to you. Okay, so this is the thing that I'm sharing with you. Okay, so any questions? Okay, sorry, this is my first time I'm doing TikTok live. Then I realized the reception is not fantastic. It keeps bouncing off. But it's my first attempt. So for those of you who are watching my TikTok live, right, I humbly seek your apologies. Okay, I seek your understanding. So I will try to improve on this. Hope that I can bring you all more useful content. Okay, then for those who are watching my Facebook live, right? Facebook nowadays, the Facebook live is slow already. So I also understand. You all have any questions? You all have any questions that you are still unclear about what happened in due to yesterday's cooling measures? Okay, so okay, I'm gonna spend the next okay, I'll cut off the live stream at 10 o'clock. So if you have any questions, right? If you have any questions that you want to ask, you can please type it out in the comment. Okay, so I can answer you. Or if I do not see them now, right? I'll check back because I'm streaming across multiple platforms. If I do not see them now, I will check back and then I'll answer you. I'll answer your question. Okay, but first and foremost, let me share with you how is the property market. The interesting thing in my 14 years as a property agent, right? I see this thing. The next low, that means the next drop, right, will always still be higher than my current drop. That means the next lower price is still higher than my current lower price. The prices will just keep on shifting upwards. So is this a good thing or a bad thing? I'm reminded of a joke. So this ex-seller goes to the vegetable store and say, hey, why your vegetable today is more expensive? Why your vegetable today is more expensive? The vegetable seller says, oh, because I want to eat pork. And the pork seller has increased the price. So the vegetable seller goes to the pork seller and asks, why did you increase the price? The pork seller says, oh, because the one selling chicken, ate chicken, and chicken's price increased. And then the pork seller asks the chicken seller, why did you increase your price? And the chicken seller says, because the ex-seller increased their price. So you see, it's a vicious cycle. Today, resale, increase price. New launch, follow. New launch, increase price, resale, follow. So it's a circle that keeps on pushing each other. A vicious circle that keeps on pushing each other. Then the problem is everybody keeps following in this race. Okay, I keep chasing. So only one day when you step out, right? One day when you decide to step out, then you realize, hey, yeah, there's actually a loophole. There are certain things that you can buy at the correct pricing. This type of property will not lose you money. You will not lose your money. Okay, I always say this thing. In my ACID framework, right? I have this ACE fluency test. Okay, when you are purchasing a property or your current property, right, it should always pass this ACE fluency test, whereby it's affordable to you, it's comfortable to both your lifestyle and your pocket, and last but not least, you must be able to escape. And when we are talking about escaping, right, that means we must be able to. It must be easy to offload very easily. There's three things to consider. First, the price of entry. Okay, how much you have actually purchased the property is not the most important thing. It's whether after you purchase that price, if you may purchase at the highest price, I don't care. But is there still room for growth or not? If you purchase it at the lowest price, but there is no room for growth at all, you also die. Okay, this is what I talk about price of entry. Then secondly, supply and demand. If there is no supply and demand for that area, so example, you say you purchase a property, right? Well, very near to MRT station, but because the MRT track noise is so loud, nobody wants to stay there because every night cannot sleep due to MRT sound. Will there be supply and demand for your property? No, definitely not, because nobody wants to stay there. Even if you bought at a good entry price, very cheap, but there's no supply and demand. Okay, and last but not least, future. So when when we're talking about future, right, it means to say we know for sure there are new things that is coming up, Not we already know. How to what What do I mean by that? So example, I told you an example. My property, North Oaks. Okay, North Oaks. So before that, everybody thinks that North Oaks is just an old EC. But to me, I saw the potential is, okay, it's the industrial estate down there will be going through a change. And because of COVID, right, the change is even more significant. I'm not going to bore you with the stories. Please go and Google it yourself, okay? So there's going to be the exciting new things coming up around that area. Then there's the new north-south corridor that that's just besides the condo. And last but not least, okay, that piece of land is very big, whereby I'm very sure the plot ratio, that means the buildable area is not maximized. So may have an en bloc opportunity. May have only, I'm not saying confirm, because it has one deadly flaw that developer must overcome on. That one I'm not going to talk about it. Okay, so that is why I bought North Oaks. But you see, these are the things that nobody will tell you. You must really go and study it yourself. If today you don't study, then you just blindly buy because your agent tells you that, because Facebook tells you that, because your friends around tells you that, then you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Okay, so yes, it's almost 10 o'clock. Okay, thank you everybody for looking at my live. Okay, for those who joined me for my first TikTok live, I'm very, very sorry. I didn't do it very well, but I promise I will do it better. And then I realized that the live stream is very, very unstable. I will think of a way to do better next time. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so for those who are watching my stream from Facebook or YouTube, right? Also, I thank you all so much for your patience. I hope that whatever I shared today helps you understand yesterday's cooling measure a bit easier. So if you still have concerns, if you still have doubts, feel free to PM me. Okay, feel free to PM me, but allow me some time to answer you. Please understand, because especially for Facebook PM, I seldom use Facebook Messenger. I seldom use Facebook Messenger. Okay, but you actually have my numbers on Facebook. You can click. You can WhatsApp me. Okay, you WhatsApp me. Just tell me you are a follower on Facebook. You want to tell me your name, it's okay. Just WhatsApp me, okay? If you have any urgent questions, I'll do my best to answer you. Okay, I always tell everybody my advice is free. My advice is free. But my services, right, will be worth your while. Okay, so with that, I thank you all so much. Okay, you all can follow me on TikTok. Okay, follow me on Facebook. Search for Daddy Property Chef, or you can go to my Facebook page, Facebook group, SG Property Guide. Okay, SG Property Guide is a group that I set up with my friend Sam Chu. So in this group, that is strictly about housing policies and guides, and as well as tips. Okay, there will be no form of advertisement. Any form of advertisement, including my own, right, banned. That means we will not be selling anything inside SG Property Guide. Okay, just purely info sharing. Okay, hoping to help more people. Or you can go to my website, www.daddypropertychef.com. Okay, www.daddypropertychef.com. Everything is Daddy Property Chef. Okay, just look for it. Okay, with that, thank you all so much. Thank you. Okay, have a great weekend. I hope that everybody is able to find your dream home. And as I always say, a home is like a recipe. Nothing is perfect, but we'll definitely be able to help you find something that suits you and your loved ones. Okay? I'm Joel. Let's make you do well. Good night.